What advice do you have when it seems like your field team is going through like a crazy bout of damaging like equipment or clients' properties?
I want to start from the beginning and then wrap it up with what we're kind of currently doing. It started off, obviously you can have write-ups for stuff that's completely out of line. You should be writing up people and holding them accountable for all kinds of things. You're probably not doing it enough in your business. I have the right to say that because I know I don't do it enough in my business. We give people all these leniences on things, and we need to be making sure we hold people accountable. So that's a tool that we really started with. Then after that, we kind of started working a point system into our team. So when people were doing something that would get them add points, that was good. Then maybe something like damaging equipment where it was 100. I mean, some things get broken. That it's just going to happen. But if it's truly neglect, then maybe that's a negative on the points. That's another way to hold people accountable. All the stuff is just holding people accountable. So those are a couple options. My biggest issue with some of the stuff is, some people just aren't going to care. You can get mad at them all day long and they don't care. At least the point system will allow them to be at a certain point on our setup. It allows them to not be eligible for raises or bonuses or other things. So they cannot care, but inevitably it's going to hurt them. And I think there needs to be some kind of consequence to truly hold someone accountable. Now, what were the real thing that I gave the most advice for in this comment was to work in some kind of incentive plan. And we haven't had tons and tons of issues with damaged stuff, which we have from time to time, but it's not the biggest thing. So for us, we were trying to incentivize not to do other things. Maybe this plan could be an incentive plan to do X amount of dollars per day. Like you found out what a crew needs to do for them to be deemed successful for the day. And then maybe it's that the team members show up every day and that there's no damaged equipment and there's no callbacks. And each one of those plays into the picture of them having an incentive. That could be maybe $1 extra for worked hour or something. And maybe it's done weekly. So you can win and lose based on how you perform that week. So I really like the idea of there being something that they get for, even though it's something that they shouldn't be doing anyway, neglecting, but or like coming to work, like if there's people just sick all the time and you think some of it's bogus, like if there's an incentive based around that, then it's going to help people manage stuff more. And now if you've got two people, one person cares about that $1 an hour, right? And now you've got those two. The one that cares about it is managing the person that doesn't care about it because he's like, don't steal money from my wallet. Is it perfect? No. Is it challenging to administer? Yes. Will it get you results? It will. And will it always need changes and tweaking and be trying to make it better? Yes, it will. But I think ultimately you starting with write-ups, working into having a point system in place, and then inevitably for all the things. There's probably more things than just damaged equipment that you want to incentivize. Put together a compensation plan based around that so you can incentivize people to be doing the things you want. You want to reward the habits and actions you like, and you want to take away or, discipline the actions you don't like. And a lot of times it's like we tell people, don't break anything. If they don't break anything, it's just like, okay, cool. I still got paid the same amount. I still did everything. And all these other dumb fucks are breaking shit all the time. So this makes it where they actually can be rewarded for doing what they're supposed to do.
Some damage or wear or tear, like you said, is to be expected, and accidents happen. Pour the water. Equipment does not live as long as people. So I think that there is also some common sense there that the leadership team would have to use there, where it's like, just because something breaks doesn't mean you damaged it. Yep. Kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like it is open to a lot of, not interpretation, but case by case analysis. And I think that that's also a huge reason why communication needs to be so big in your business, because if people are afraid to come to you, afraid to talk to you, if you are a total hothead or don't listen and everything's purely black and white for you all the time, then your culture will really suffer, and no incentive program is going to help you through those.
Yep.
I don't know how to wrap that tip of the week up with a bow other than to consider incentive programs or other ways to incentivize people if you feel like maybe you're having this issue.
Let me try. If you're having this issue with damage, and actually this makes the tip of the week even stronger, because if you're having this issue if you're having issues at all, like any issues, it could be damage, it could be attendance, it could be profitability and production, it could be all of these things. But since we're talking about damage, if you're having issues, you've now been given 3 options and 3 things that you can do. To wrap this up with a bow is you don't need to implement everything. Just start doing one thing. Just get a write-up slip so you can start holding people accountable with that. Take action on one thing and then work through that process of building those things. And so take the first step, make a move, and really what all of it does is holds people massively accountable. Take one more step towards holding your whole team accountable.
Good job, man. Nice bow. High five.